Howdy there, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm Admiral Vigilance, and we are back playing some Dragon Age Origins. As promised, we are actually playing this. I didn't really plan on doing this today, but here we are doing it. It is, I think today's Wednesday. Yes, today's. I have a really bad time of freaking keeping track what day it is.
What say you?
Nope, not talking to you. I mean, I guess I have myself to blame for that because I freaking sleep so late, or I stay up so late, sleep so late.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. I'm
So,
sure you'll be
anyways,
pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I'm trying to think on what we should do today. Oh yeah, I already sold a bunch of stuff earlier. Um, I think we will do the the Brecilian Forest. Get the, pardon me, get the elves on my side, since I think I'm at Ostagar. I don't know where I'm at. I think I'm in Ostagar. So I'll go to the Brecilian outskirts. I'll do the Dalish mission, and then as that probably will go either to Dinnerem, or actually no, we'll probably go to Dinnerem, do a few side things that we have there, then we'll go to Soldier's Peak, do that quest line, get that story or get that armor that's there, which is the Warden Commander's armor, which is probably by far the best armor of the game, or at least DLC wise, and then go to the Frostback Mountains, get what's his name's sword, Sten's sword, and then we'll go to do the dwarven thing. Then we'll do the what's it called? The oop, don't want to do that. My apologies about that. Then we'll do the Arl Eamon stuff. Anyways, let's get on to it. Um, hmm. I haven't take her. I think she has some. Oh no, she's herbal, so I do need to take her. Cause I have. I'm going to get some elf foot while we're there.
Yes.
Surprisingly. Who else should I bring? Mm, maybe let me check
Indeed.
what Liliana has. Abilities. No, not abilities. I need to go into skills. Who has survival? Because I need survival. Sten has some survival. Only person that has survival here. Great. Alright, let's do that then. We'll bring
Yes.
Sten as our tank, even though he sucks. Morgan.
Indeed.
And we'll take Liliana.
Indeed.
Alright. Yep, we were at Astor. It's been a while since I played. It's been, well, it's only been 2 days, I guess. Don't guess. Ambush. No? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. Okay, that actually scared me. That's loud. Let's turn that down. I think that's actually my headset that's loud. God, that scared the shit out of me. uh, oh, you guys have to level up. I guess I haven't had you since like episode 2. God, I suck. There we go. Actually hit something. Out of all the quest lines, I think I like the Elven one the best. Just, well, not really that I like it. It's just it's the shortest one, so it's always the easiest one to do. Out of probably all of them, I like the dwarf one. That's why I always play as a dwarf, especially a dwarf noble. I just love playing as a dwarf, and I love the dwarven storyline. I don't really like the mage one because the mage one always is such a hassle. It always takes so long to do. At least the dwarf one, while it is long, it is funner to play. No, no, don't web me.
Russian run while you can. Try not to look too incompetent.
Yeah, I want to turn my audio up. It's on my headset. I'll turn it down. That's fine.
Embarrassing.
I'll do this, I guess. Get your constitution up a bit. Need that health. Um, ooh. No, Stenner. Yes, that'll get you on that. And then I can't really do anything in that because you don't have... Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, I can't get that because you need cunning. Well, let's put it into cunning then. Grab that. I really need to start upgrading those. And ambush. Nope. Ambush right here. Perfect. Called it. Oh, I hate you. I wonder what the max level of this game actually is. Because we're only level 10 and we're about maybe halfway through. Well, after the elf part, we'll basically be halfway done. So we're pretty much halfway there. And ambush here? No. Maybe? Yep. Don't web me, god dang it. You heal.
You will not win! Now you fall! Come, let us end
Perfect.
as you say.
I think she's my herbalist, at
Yeah.
least. Yes, she is. Anyways, I'll shut up as always, and I will let you guys enjoy, and I'll be back in a little bit to basically explain what I'm doing, stuff like that. Pretty simple. See you guys in a few.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? A Grey Warden. How do I know you're telling the truth? No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian Forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves, akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brecilian forests are proof of this. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I like this. I'm good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brecilian forest
I
dwells
like that.
a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
Do you
I
realize
sent
you're
some
talking to a
hunters into the
freaking
forest
Grey
a
Warden,
week
right?
ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll deal with it.
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us? There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Fine.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian Forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Yeah.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on, then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Underanitishan, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course. I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? No, I could never leave the clan. My duties here are important to my people, and to me. No doubt, I would not even find my way. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more
Remember
question,
this.
though I'm
Just
not
telling
sure
you
you
guys
can
now.
answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us? And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific. They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. That's true, and you're not even a human, so it's doubly unfair. But fairness does not play into such feelings. No outsider has ever been good for us. I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, our people were freed by Andraste, the human's prophet who spawned the Chantry. We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her, or her god. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently, and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
I don't know how
In
that
time,
works.
and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Mm-hmm.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in our Lathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Certainly. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there, and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. No, Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
As you wish. Dareth Shiro.
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news? And what did she have to say? That's true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly, the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the Elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated. I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me. Even now, after so long, the werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my hatred of them, no? Let us leave it at that. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger.
I don't think that's how
Is
you
there
use a
something that you
hammer.
Yes, the keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need. I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with. I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Okay, so if I did my math correct, this should make me about 50 bottles of just regular, good old health potion. If not, then I got a long way to go. Alright, let's come over to Morgan. Where is it? Health potize. Okay. That made a bit more than 50. Actually, I think it made exactly 50. I think it actually exactly made 50. Nice. Looks like I way off on the elf foot that I bought. I guess that's
What do you
fine.
wish? I am no merchant, but let us trade.
Let's see.
Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Do you actually have any, No, you don't. I need this, and then I also need flasks. You don't have any flasks. Alright, that's fine. Let's sell. I've already sold a lot of that stuff already. Nope, alright, that's fine. Anything I really want to buy? It doesn't look like they have too much good stuff. I guess I can sell some of this stuff. Alright, anyways. I think we don't really have to... I guess we can just look around and find that equipment that he said he left out. Oh, maybe this is it. No, that's alright. Now we get 52 potions. There's a mission right here. We'll take this one while we're here.
Andaranatitian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian Forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
I'm pretty sure people say that just so you actually ask them.
It's odd to talk so freely
Like
with a stranger, but
nah.
perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
If I could just
Hey,
know if
Sten's
Denilah
actually
is alive,
being...
or what
Is it a
happened to her,
compliment, I think?
then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Alright, let's collect the elf foot that's here. God, this stuff is literally a lifesaver. Now let's get that.
We greet you, child of the stone. I understand you are to venture into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned. An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems? Nothing will help us now. Least of all, the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire. Come and join us then, all of you. Now,
Yay, story time.
what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales? Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade. Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities.
You should have fought. You should have fought to the last of you. Better that than to submit.
Oh? Is it not the Kunari way to force others to submit? Surely that would not be your advice to my people, were they attacked by the mighty Kunari.
That would be different. The Kunari would improve your people. The humans have improved nothing.
Perhaps. Even so, many of us did fight. We fought, and we lost. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh, and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
I'm sorry. I can give my condolences to the elves about their past and all that shit. But honestly, with the elves, they're on a warpath at this point. Like honestly, you guys will figure it out in later games. But the elves are just, I don't know. They've been oppressed so much, and you can only push something against the wall so much before it before it starts to push back.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian Forest. Do you wish to hear it? Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian Forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. Indeed. Very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It It is said that 1 or 2 have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy. Is there something you need? We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one. Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that.
It was planned. These are no simple beasts.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so. I do not believe he would. But even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them, nor do they always wish to. The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, a blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you're infected, you are done, though not right away, and not all at once. Some of us have wondered.
It was planned.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that, as you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves. Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of. Of course. You wish... Dara...
I really don't like that there's a freaking quest marker over his head. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Hello? Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind. Never. You're so much bigger than I... Oh, I didn't mean... Oh, dear. I should start over. I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me.
Are all these Baz such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of the beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Girl problems.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Have you tried wooing?
Wooing? I don't understand. Yes, that's probably for the best.
I must say, I thought the...
Oh, what do you want now? I told you everything already. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything. I could reward you. I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands. Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Yeah. Apologies, guys. Didn't have time to close up my mic.
Andaran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family? Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
Yeah, just pay me. Oh wait, I said no to the reward.
Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the
yeah.
urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope
I
it
said
plays
keep your
some
book.
part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
I said keep your book. I don't want a damn book.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides. I have heard of the Bronto. They are beasts of burden, yes? The Hala are not like that. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me. I am glad you attempted it regardless. I will...
What would you like?
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you? I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. Then...
Yes.
I'm actually pretty close to a level up. That's nice. Hmm. Oh.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Alright, I guess into the forest we go. I think that's into the forest. Yep. Alright.
I shall do it.
Ah, more forests. Here I thought I had left the wild behind for good.
Oh, stop your complaining. Light wolves. Great. Oh fuck, werewolves. I'm about to die. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. You mind healing Sten?
Yes.
Sten, go ahead and take a potion, please. We have 51 of them. Hey, level up. Perfect.
It has begun.
Let's get our strength up. Actually, I don't think we need our strength up, actually. I don't know if we have any armor that's going to be useful. No, it's not. So yeah, we're going to do... Well, let me take a look at a few things. Let me think. What can I possibly use? No, I don't think we need our strength any higher. We already have the required strength. I can't tell what the word. That's 38. That's fine. We will... what should we level up, actually? Ooh, pardon me. I guess our constitution get us some more health. I need to get better at combat tactics. I also need to get survival eventually. Yay, okay, perfect. Wait a minute. No, I don't need this. What am I doing? Perfect. That will definitely help with flanking. So I can actually be a tank now. That's that's weird looking skeleton there. I swear, they just tried to make skeletons look as dumb as possible. across. Nope. Alright, I'll shut up as always.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a dwarf of all things to put us in our place. They sent a dwarf to make us pay for our attack. Do you take us for fools? We know you come from their camp outside the forest. No doubt the old keeper himself sent you. You speak to Swiftrunner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay. Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk. The time for peace is long past. There will be no peace between the Elves and we who are cursed. Witherfang is the first and the eldest. This forest is his home, and you will never see him, if you are lucky. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has. It shall be done. What manner of beast is this? Quickly, we must fight! I shall do it. It shall be done. It is begun. Be wary. Come, let us end this. It shall be done. It is begun. Turn for your own safety. Damn you! It has begun.
Healing would be helpful now.
Very well.
It's done.
It has begun.
Who comes? A Grey Warden? Here? But,
were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
And Daranatishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god. But who am I to judge?
Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Shall be done.
It's your time to die!
I have silenced it.
Now we get our hands dirty. Run while you can. You will learn to fear me.
I shall do it.
How did I get myself into this?
Is that all you've got?
I tried to be merciful.
Not thinking straight. I was gonna go back there and turn in the Ironbark quest, but I might as well keep going and find the elf I'm supposed to find. The werewolf, whatever she was. The wife, yeah, the wife. That's what I should call her. The wife.
It shall be done. Very well. It shall be done. As you say. We must fight. I shall do it. As you say. It is begun. Most excellent.
Ow. Why does that always happen to me?
Please. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be. I am cursed, turned into this creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to. You are one of the dwarven folk. I am. Was once an elf. One of the Dalish until my change. Do you know of my clan? Yes. Just scant days ago. So, you know what happened to us. No, I cannot be healed. Not even by magic. Please, you must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message.
Oh, the poor woman, she's in such pain.
The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead and with the gods. I beg you. I want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Please do not let him suffer thinking of me. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly. I will tell you what I know if you promise to end my pain. Then, then know this. The werewolves are no longer violent animals. They have overcome the curse. There is a ruin in the center of the forest. You may fight them there. They will think you mean to kill them. I can tell you no more. The pain, it is too much. Please fulfill your promise.
That's so unrealistic, that kill. Just stab in the leg. It looked like I stabbed the leg. But anyways, let's get back to it.
It shall be done.
You will learn to fear me.
As you say. I shall do it. It shall be done.
We are victorious again.
Too much. I'm sorry.
Very well.
There is a reason I am going back. There's like 2 things we need to grab back here. Oh, and an ambush apparently.
Here comes trouble. Push them back. Them apart.
Very well.
Come and get it.
I shall do it. Very well. I shall do it.
Enough!
Come, let us end this. It shall be done.
Now we get our hands dirty. Let's end this.
More enemies ahead.
It's your time to die.
Distance. It shall be done. As you say.
Cross me and you shall pay.
No quarter shall be given. Quickly, we must fight. Miss, as you say. Shall be done. Very well.
Here comes trouble.
I shall do it. haste be thee that comes before this elder tree. Aware, thou sayest? How can this be? I sense no curse inside of thee. Could it be, instead, a lie? There is no need. Why even try? Ah, a child of the deeper stone. I should have heard it in thy tone. The woods have never been thy home. 'Tis far beneath the earth you roam. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon? I do not know. Why dost thou not? Thy words seem plain, a mundane lot. Perhaps a poet's soul's in me. Does that make me a poetry? It was but a simple jest, a jibe to entertain my guest. I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn. All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without. My wooden skin has some magic, see, and part of it I can give to thee. The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee. In the center of the forest the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares. Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please. The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would. Willst thou then perform the task? Go to the east.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
Wow, that is a nice tent. Could we sleep here? This seems like the perfect spot, and I am just so tired.
There is something odd here, the way the fire draws the eye.
shall be done. Very well. You've begun. I shall do it. Shall be done.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. One might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
Very well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a big fight up ahead, so I'm going to end this. Perfect time to end this here. So I'll see you guys next time. Um, yeah, next time we'll complete this mission, and then we'll move on to Dinnerim, then Soldier's Peak, and blah blah blah. You guys already know the deal. So as always, I'm Admiral Vigilance, and we'll see you next time in Dragon Age Origins.